Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah, and welcome to Sarah in the Universe. Today, I am going to be talking about my non spoiler review of Dune Part 2. I watched Dune Part 2 last night at an early screening, and man, can I just say that what cinematic greatness was Dune Part 2? It really does feel like the Hollywood epic immersive blockbusters that we have really missed over the years has returned to cinema. And this is a movie that you cannot miss in the theaters. You have to experience it. It is, there are literally some films that are just made to be experienced in a theater, and Dune is absolutely one of them. Dune, the first Dune, and then Dune Part 2. You have to see this movie in theaters. Like, yes, it is a long film. It is, I believe, 2 hours and 46 minutes. You have to see it. It is just truly immersive epicness. I really miss movies where I felt immersed into the world, where I forget that I'm even in the movie theater watching it. Dune Part 2 takes you right into the world of Arrakis and all these other places that they visit in the film. You really feel like you're right there with the characters, the sounds, the imagery, the characters, the costumes, the creatures, just the action, everything works so perfectly to bring you into this world. The music, the sound, it's just it all works flawlessly as it should. And from beginning to end, at no point do you feel taken out of this film. Everything just pulls you straight into that world. And it is absolutely, completely just enchanting. I loved it. There's obviously more I want to say about this, but I want to get into the acting performances right now. This is an A-list cast here. A lot of times I think that films will put in, huge, cast names, and it's like, oh, okay, they're kind of getting this kind of like to get us to go see the movie. It's like, hey, that person's in the movie, that person. No. Dune Part 2 uses every single one of its cast members completely epically. And while everyone gave an extremely stunning importance, I just want to say, like, the standouts to me was, of course, Timothée Chalamet, who I think delivered the performance of his film career in Dune Part 2. Wow. Just exceptional work. Zendaya, again, there's something more I want to say on all of them, but wow. I mean, Zendaya in this film is, again, the best that she's been. Everyone, I think, in this film is the best that they've been in their career, their film career. Javier Bardem, he's absolutely hilarious, and I especially love his scenes with Timothée Chalamet in this film. Just so funny and incredible. And Rebecca Ferguson, oh, she is just, I love that woman. Completely captivating. I'm always so captivated by her eye work. Everyone in this film has really good eye work that really draws you into them. Oh, she is just, I love her so much. I will watch anything that she's in. And then, my gosh, the one last person I really want to focus on, Austin Butler. All I'm going to say is, wow, a lot of people in their reviews of when they got to go to the premiere and everything, when the press saw it, they said that his performance in this film is on the level of Heath Ledger's Joker. No lies. They were absolutely right. I had chills. I had never seen him like that. I mean, he has really had quite the career in Hollywood. And wow, going from like Elvis to this, I was like, whoa, he really has the range. And I was just blown away. And it kind of goes, when I was thinking of all of them, a lot of them, like Timothy and Zendaya and Austin, and, even Florence Pugh was incredible. I love her. She was so good in this film. All of them have been in a lot of hit blockbuster films. Timothy had Wonka at the box office, in December? It's still making a ton of money. In my opinion, a lot of people have been having this discussion of, Tom Cruise kind of being this last Hollywood movie star. Dude, Timothée Chalamet, Austin Butler, and Zendaya have proven the movie star is not dead. They can be in any movie and it's going to make a ton of money at the box office. And they individually have so many fans they will come out and show out for them. Not only will their hardcore fans show out for them, but the general public. I mean, my theater was packed for a 3 p.m. showing of Dune Part 2 last night. It was absolutely incredible. So, I mean, I really just think that Timothy Chalamet, Austin Butler, Zendaya, Florence Pugh, they all have that movie star quality that Hollywood, I think, has been like, when are we going to find some actors whose every film is going to be like a hit at the box office? It's them. Going back to talking about the film just in general, you know, the action was incredible. There's a lot of like really synchronized shots of people doing things or things happening, and it's so beautiful to see. It's like, whoa, oh my gosh. And you know, all of the action scenes, you know, again, trying to keep this non-spoiler, with you know the worm, the sandworms from the first one. Okay, of course they're in this. You know, that notorious popcorn bucket from AMC. Okay, but all I could think of when I saw the action with the sandworms in this movie was, we need a Dune themed land at a theme park, okay? We need a sandworm ride, like a sandworm like roller coaster, and I could 100% see Universal Studios doing this. I mean, I want to go to Arrakis. I want to ride on a sandworm like roller coaster or something. They could probably do a ton of other things. I could see this happening. I mean, I think it would be such a beautiful land to experience, to have, you know, characters walking around. You know, what's funny is I actually saw a TikTok last night, had no clue about this, talking about how Star Wars actually, I don't want to say the word stole, but borrowed stuff from Dune, because the Dune book actually came out before the Star Wars films were made. So I'm like, oh, that's so interesting, because there's a lot of times when I was watching Dune, I was like, this is a lot like Star Wars. Well, that's interesting, you know. So I'm gonna say, I love Star Wars. That's not me shading Star Wars, by the way. But, you know, we do have a Star Wars themed land at Disneyland. So I'm like, Universal, maybe you should make Arrakis. And that, you know, how people go there, you know, compete with Disney a little bit. We love the competition, right? So I think that would be a lot of fun. But, oh my gosh, I mean, there's just not enough good things I have to say about Dune Part 2. It is just absolutely cinematic greatness. There's a point at this film, again, trying to keep this as non-spoiler as possible, where the movie feels like it completely changes into another film. Like, we're seeing two movies at once, and it's like, whoa, and then it's just great. Like, it's amazing. Denis Villeneuve, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Apologies if I'm not. He is one of the greatest directors, truly. Everything he made, the way he made it, is such a grand scale film. It's just amazing at how they've done it. It came together flawlessly. I think it's going to eat up at awards season. It's crazy. The Oscars for last year's films are next week, and I'm already thinking of like next year's Oscars. Like, Dune Part 2 is going to eat, man. They are going to eat. Absolutely just flawless film that I enjoyed watching. You have to experience this in the theaters. I can't stress that enough. Don't wait for streaming. You know, get out there. And if you go to Cinemark, you can pick up this exclusive Dune cup. That's right, we've got an innocent cup here, not like the AMC, you know, that interesting bucket. So I love this. And yeah, I think that's, you know, all I want to say about, you know, to keep it non-spoiler for Dune Part 2. Absolutely loved it. Loved the performances. Loved everything. You need to experience this in theaters, guys. That was my non-spoiler review for Dune Part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see other movie reviews, TV show reviews, theme park, fandom, pop culture stuff, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I'd really appreciate it. But that will be it for this video, guys. I really appreciate you checking it out. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you guys enjoy Dune Part 2. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.